an amazing feeling to know that everyone there with you was on the same agenda. We had the same idea of what we came to do, and nobody had an ulterior motive. Everybody was there to spread the gospel. So.
The question is always, where have we been and where are we going?
You said in your word a long time ago to go. You said go, not stay, go.
So 13 of us hit the ground running in Buenos Aires, Argentina. It was absolutely amazing. The atmosphere there was so rich. The ground was so fertile, and you could tell that we absolutely needed Christ there, and that Christ was welcomed every time we stepped foot into a new church and into a new territory, into a park, into a plaza where we would minister. Everywhere we went, we left Christ there.
We were greeted by Pastor Joshua from Brazil and his family. They were so excited to see us. We were excited to see them.
Every place we went to, every church we went to, the people there gave everything they had, and for a lot of those churches that wasn't a whole lot, but they did their absolute best to take care of us, feed us, make us feel at home. And I was just, for me, like the young people there are so on fire for God, it's ridiculous, and they want more of God. Every place that I went to, that I either preached in or ministered in, I had a lot of like younger guys, like maybe 25 to 15, that were like, hey, can you pray for me? I'm dealing with depression, anxiety. I had one guy on Saturday night when I preached. I gave him my testimony that night while I was preaching, and he had come up because he was dealing with pornography and he had been abused and was abusing other people. So to be able to minister to him and counsel him and really remind him that God's not shaming him and God's not looking at him a different type of way because of what he's done or what he's been through.
We street witnessed, we evangelized, we prayer walked. One of the first days we went to downtown Buenos Aires, Argentina, and we had the opportunity to pray for the Congress building where the government officials meet. We stood right in front of the gates and we laid our hands over the gates and we prayed just for unity within the government and for the government to be submitted under God. That was one day. The next couple of days, we were going to hospitals, children's hospitals, adult hospitals. We went to recovery homes for people battling with mental health diseases and addictions.
So one of the places we went to the south of the city, I believe on Friday or Saturday, and that's it's a place where money's in short supply and things are a little degraded down there. So I believe they do once a week, they'll have like an outside kitchen where they'll get like a 500-gallon pot and they'll put food in there and serve the community out of there. So to see that, to see them, how they do it, to see them put out the bowls, put out the plates, serve the community, and to have us go out and evangelize and actually talk to people that are on the street literally using drugs at the moment, preach the gospel to them, and see people give their lives to Christ or pray for them was definitely the highlight of our evangelism for me.
Sunday morning, I had the opportunity to preach at an Apostles Church, which I thought was really cool. For me, that was my first time preaching in front of a whole congregation. One thing that really touched my spirit, though, there was a young girl there who was about 18, and I had the opportunity to pray for her, and she was dealing with a lot of different spirits, demonic spirits, and it took about 2 hours to set her fully free. She was dealing with a lot. She was abandoned as a young girl, and she didn't have her father, and it was Father's Day. So I was just letting her know once it was all over that God had me come all the way from the United States across the water, 5,000 miles, for her to be free. And I just wanted her to know that that's how much God really loves her.
The deliverances were like something I'd never seen before. Every night service we went to, every church we went to, there was a demon cast out every single night. And it shifted the atmosphere of the whole church.
We shut Argentina down, okay? With 7 days of being on the ground, we had 29 salvations, 2 baptisms of the Holy Spirit, 6 manifested healings, 57 deliverances, and 530 plus prayers. To God be the glory.
We were able to go and not have to worry about the finances, worry about the money. I do know people who go in the mission field that have to fundraise, and it's not always fun. So to be able to go with this team and not have to worry about where we're going to sleep, what we're going to eat, how we're going to pay for it, it really freed us up to be able to minister fully and freely.